Good morning. It is Monday, September 26th. Hey guys, I'm Megan. I love to travel, but my passion is medicine. I'm a first-year medical student. Subscribe to my channel so you can go through the highs and lows of medical school with me. Let's all go on this journey together. So I've been up, I snoozed a couple of times. So like up since 5:30, watched a video this morning at home on the lumbar and sacral plexus nerves. And now I'm driving to school. So we have 2 hours of anatomy lab this morning. I think we're going to be dissecting the like gluteal / like posterior thigh region today. And then I have 2 hours of osteopathic medicine lab where we're doing ankle complaints today. So learning about all the different ankle complaints and how to diagnose them and special tests that you can do. And then I'll run home really quick, take care of the dogs, and then we have new lectures from 1 to 3 p.m. I think one is physiology and one is histology. And then from 3 to 5 p.m., we have a mandatory lecture here on campus from our public health department. And they are going to be talking about racism and inequity in healthcare. So a long, full day here at school. Not a whole lot of time for studying today. So I say I want to try and study a little bit later, but I also have a meeting from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. tonight for a club. So I really don't know what I'm going to study today. Today might not be a study day. It might just be a do school day. But honestly, our lectures for this upcoming test end on Wednesday. So from Wednesday on, or like Wednesday afternoon on all of next week, we have no more new lectures for our second musculoskeletal block test. So that's really nice. We'll have a lot of time to just study and be in the lab and make sure we know all the structures for the practical. And then we also have another standardized patient encounter next week as well. So I believe mine is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday at 12:45. So I need to work on some of that stuff too. It's crazy. It's Monday and I'm already like thinking way ahead to a test next Friday, but that's just med school for you. So I'm gonna head on into the anatomy lab and get this day started, and I will chat with you later. Run time. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I'm driving to school to go work in the anatomy lab for a couple of hours before we have lecture at 9. So yeah, I'm tired today, and I woke up not in the best mood. Yesterday we had so many things going on, like 4 hours of lab in the morning and lecture in the afternoon, and I just didn't get any time to study. And days like that really stress me out, I guess, because it just ends up making me feel like I'm behind. And so maybe that's why I woke up kind of in a funky mood. I don't know, but just gotta go to work and make it happen. We only get one new lecture today, so a lot of the rest of today is wide open for studying. So I think I'll feel a lot better after I get some good study time in. So I'm almost to school, so I will chat with you later.
Longus, and laterally by the medial border of the sartorius, whose medial border.
Callie, you got a treat? You got a treat. Good evening. It's 7 o'clock Tuesday night. I went to the anatomy lab this morning, and then I got all set up to Zoom in to our 9 a.m. lecture, and the internet at school was like not working well at all. It dropped the Zoom call 3 times, and when I could reconnect, it just wasn't working right. So I ended up packing up and just coming home. And you guys know I don't really love studying from home, but I ended up having a mostly productive day. I definitely got a little more distracted than I would have if I was at school, because I like to stress clean and procrastinate. But all in all, had a pretty decent day. I'm gonna take a break for like the next hour and watch the 2nd episode of the new Dahmer series on Netflix. I watched the first one over the weekend and it was great. I would love to just binge the whole thing, but I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna watch the 2nd episode and then try to do like an hour of just kind of passive Anki or something until like 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna watch my show now. Y'all, I am really, really frustrated. It is Wednesday. I got up and went to the lab at 7, had my normal day, got out of class at noon, and got rear-ended on my way home. So of course the lady does a hit and run, because nobody can just be decent to each other anymore. So I got her, like, not a driver's license, just an ID, her expired insurance card, her expired temp tag, and I told her that I needed to file a police report because it didn't look like any of her stuff was good. And she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was in a rush because the school called and said my son's having an asthma attack." I'm like, okay, I can be a human. Give me all your information. So I took pictures of all of it, and I'll follow you to the school and we'll just do the police report there. She was like, "Thank you so much. It's just right up the road. There is a school up the road." I don't know why I try to be nice anymore. I should have just made her stay there, because of course she sped off and did a hit and run. So that's lovely. So then I call 911 to like do a hit and run report, and they say, "Oh, we don't send patrol officers to those. You'll have to go to the district yourself." I go to the police department. "Hey, I'm here to file a police report for hit and run." "Oh, you have to do that online." Same thing for when my vehicle got burglarized. Like, where is the freaking customer service with Kansas City Police Department? This is not how policing was handled where I worked for the last 10 years. People got personal attention, and, you know, just feeling heard in this moment would be really nice. And just people suck because, you know, the back of my car is messed up and I'm going to have a $500 deductible. I'm living off of student loans. I don't have $500 to just throw away right now like that. Like, people suck, man. Why am I going to be a doctor and put myself in all this debt and through all this stress to help people when nobody else ever wants to help you? I know that's not true, and I'm just frustrated, but like, I would still turn around and help that lady, and she would never do the same for me. Why are there some people like that? I don't understand. So I'm gonna go home and let the dogs out and try to go back to school and focus, even though that's gonna be super hard now, and file my stupid online police report and, I don't know, try to still have a productive day. Like, this is just not great timing. Talk to you later. Well, the frustration continues. So I get back to school and I go, because I'd like left my backpack and my laptop and stuff there, thinking I was just running home to let the dogs out. I get back to school to go sit down and do my online police report for this hit and run, and it says I can't fill it out online because I know who the suspect is. The online report is only for unknown hit and runs. So I had to come back to the police department, and then you have to fill out a form with all of your information, with all the information you got about the suspect, and write down what happened. You don't get to talk to a police officer because apparently this is just a civil matter. A hit and run is not criminal here. How is that possible? What the civilian clerk was explaining to me, who took the information, said that they take reports and generate a police report purely for insurance companies. But none of this is criminal. She will not be prosecuted in any way, shape, or form for the hit and run or driving without a license, driving without car insurance, etc. She has no consequences. No consequences. And I'm out a $500 deductible plus whatever else happens. How is that fair? How is that right at all? How is on a public roadway, how is that a civilian complaint? That makes no sense. No sense. I'm floored. Where I come from in policing, a police officer would have been dispatched to the scene of the hit and run. They would have taken photographs, they would have documented everything and made a police report, and then gone back and filed a misdemeanor warrant for that person who did a hit and run. Like, somebody would have had a consequence for that behavior. I'm absolutely floored. A hit and run on a public roadway is a private civilian matter for your insurance company to solve. Yeah, combined with like some other things, that just makes me like, why would I stay here as a physician later? Like, get through med school. Why would I apply for residency here? Every time I've needed the police for something, I've been instructed to do an online report, or today I had to come in and fill out a report. And the time I caught somebody actively in our apartment parking lot looking through vehicles to burglarize at 9 o'clock in the morning, it took the police 30 minutes to get there. And I don't even live in a quote-unquote bad part of town. Typically, I live somewhere where I thought there would be better police response, because that was something on my radar, moving alone to a new town. I wanted to live in a safe part of town, an area that would have good police. And it still took them 30 minutes to get there for somebody trying to actively burglarize vehicles. And while I was in the police department just now, somebody was in there filing a report for a vehicle burglary. Some other guy had to come in and make a report because his catalytic converter was stolen. I mean, that's felony theft. That's expensive. How do you not get a police officer dispatched to you or get any customer service? In fact, they're going to make you come to the police department and do it yourself. I heard this lady on the phone with a woman who was saying her vehicle was stolen, telling her she had to come up to the police department to do the report. With what vehicle? Her car got stolen. How is she supposed to get here? Yo, this is wild. Like, what kind of freaking customer service? What are people paying for here? This is very different from where I come from. Very different. And I've gotten absolutely nothing done for school this afternoon since I've had to drive back and forth and back and forth. Lost a whole afternoon because some inconsiderate lady had to go and do a hit and run. I'm not a fan of people today. Okay. I think I need to go for a run or something. I don't know how else I'm going to be able to concentrate. I need to study at some point today. I don't know. I'll chat with you guys later. Well, as if this week wasn't proving to be stressful enough, I just came home for lunch. It's Thursday, and found Kaiser, the weenie dog, has passed away. So a friend from school is on her way over here, and she's gonna help me drive him to the vet so he can be cremated. God, this week sucks. Hey guys, it is Saturday, October 1st. Thought I'd do a little check-in. Yeah, I just didn't feel like talking the last couple of days. So Thursday afternoon, I was able to take Kaiser to our vet, and he's being cremated. And the rest of Thursday and yesterday were hard. It's hard to focus. I didn't really get much done for school the last few days, which sucks, but it just is what it is. So this morning we had a volunteering event through the Wilderness Medicine Club. We went out to this popular outdoor area and picked up litter and garbage and stuff. So did that for a couple of hours, and then just got to the zoo. I'm a few minutes early, so I'm just kind of hanging out for a second, but I'm gonna work a shift here and just study because I'm behind, and we have a big test week next week. So yep, that's my day. So I will chat with you later. Hi guys, it's 6:45. It's been a long day here. We actually had some calls. I think I had 5 calls so far, which is crazy because we had 1 my first training weekend and 0 the second training weekend. So of course I have lots of calls today. I had a bunch of bee stings. I don't know what the deal is. There were a lot of bees out today, I guess. This one guy went to take a drink of his beer, and there was a bee that had flown into the can, I guess. And so it actually got inside of his lip and stung the inside of his lip. I felt bad. And then the other thing I had was a missing child. EMS at the zoo takes the lead on missing child cases and reuniting them with their parents. So helped her find her parents. That was all good. So now I've just been sitting here studying the last few hours and trying to get this information in my brain. I'm stressed out, but I don't know, just thought I'd say hello, and I will chat with you later. Well, hello everyone. It is Sunday, October 2nd. So this morning I spent 2.5 hours in the anatomy lab getting ready for a practical we have on Thursday. And then I'm working at the zoo today, obviously. So I'm doing a 10-hour shift, well, like 9.5, 12:30 to 10 p.m. So it's a little after 5 right now. The zoo just closed, and so I'm just kind of taking a little study break. I'm not going to jinx myself and say the Q word. I've only had one call so far for a bee sting. So pretty innocuous day. I've done a decent, had some decent studying. So just thought I'd take a little drive around and try and, refresh my brain a bit. So I'm driving up kind of like on the service roads behind where the rhinos and giraffes go for the night. So I'll see, maybe they'll be in their areas where they stay overnight in their barns. So I will let you know if I find them. I did find some lions out.